One person was troubled for a long time, due to which he started living very irritable and tense. He was troubled by the fact that he had to bear all the expenses of the house. The responsibility of the whole family is on him. One or the other relative keeps coming to his place. Thinking about these things, he used to be very upset. Due to this mental tension, he often used to scold the children. He used to quarrel with his wife mostly on one or the other issue. One day his son came to him and said, "Dad, get my school homework done." That person was already under stress. So he scolded his son and made him run away. But when his anger calmed down after a while, he went to the son. He saw that the son was sleeping, and he had his homework copy in his hand. He looked at the copy, and as soon as he put the copy down, his eyes fell on the title of the homework. The title of the homework was that, which we didn't like earlier. But later he turned out well. The child had to write an essay on the title of the paragraph on what he had written. He just started reading. "I am very thankful for my final exam." Which doesn't sound like it, but then there are school holidays. "I thank you very much for this. Bitter medicines that have a bad taste. Because in the beginning it seems very bitter to me, but later it cures my disease. I thank the alarm clock for waking me up every morning. It tells me every morning that I am alive. I also thank God. He used to bring me toys, take me for walks and feed me good things. And I am glad that I have father. Because my friend Sohan doesn't father." After reading the child's homework, the person woke up and suddenly his mind changed. The words written by the child kept repeating in his mind. Especially the last line made him sleepless. Then the person sat quietly, and she started writing about her troubles. "I have to take care of all the expenses of the house. That means I have a house. And by the grace of God, I am in a better position than those people. Those who do not have a home, I have to bear the responsibility of the whole family. That means I have a family, a wife and children, and by the grace of God, I am more fortunate than those people who does not have family, and he is all alone in the world. One or the other friend or relative keeps coming to my house. It means I have a social reputation, and I have people to share my joys and sorrows with." As soon as all these thoughts came, he looked at the sky with folded hands and said, "Thank you very much, God. I am sorry that I could not recognize your grace." After that his mind changed completely, all his troubles went away. He felt a strange calmness inside himself, and went to his son and took the sleeping son in his arms and kissed his forehead, and started thanking his son and God for whatever problems we have in our life. As long as we keep looking at them in a negative light, we will be in trouble. And as soon as we start looking at those things from a positive perspective, our mind will change completely. All our worries, troubles, all tensions will vanish immediately. And we'll start looking for new ways out of trouble. What beautiful words someone has said. There are always flowers for those who want to see flowers. In a dialogue of Mahabharata, the soul of the greatest Danvir Karna after death asked Lord Krishna that my mother abandoned me at the time of birth. It was my sin that I was born as an illegitimate child. Dronacharya refused to teach me because he did not consider me a Kshatriya. Was it my fault Parshuram taught me and everyone cursed me? That I would forget my education because he considered me a Kshatriya. By mistake a cow came in the path of my arrow and died, and I was cursed by the people of the village. I was humiliated in Draupadi's Swayamvar because I was not treated like a member of any royal family. Even my mother Kunti herself accepted this fact. That I am a son to protect his other sons, whatever I got was due to Duryodhana's grace, then is it wrong? That I am born in Karan because of my loyalty to Duryodhana, said Sri Krishna with a soft smile. Before being born in jail, my death was waiting for me in the form of Kansa Mama, who was separated from his parents in the same night he was born. Your childhood was spent in the shadow of the sound of horses and the gems of bow and arrows. In childhood, I grazed cows and picked cow dung. When I could not even walk, there were deadly attacks on me. My maternal uncle used to consider me as the biggest enemy when you all were praised for your bravery from your teachers and society. At that time I was not even educated. After a long time I got the opportunity to go to the ashram of Rishi Sandipani. At least you got a chance to marry a girl of your choice, and not even Radha, who was in my life. I had to leave her because of those political reasons, or those many marriages had to be done with women whom I had freed from the demons. Due to the terror of Jarasandh, I had to move my family from Yamuna to a distant province. And they had to settle on the seashore. The world called me a coward, a cheater. Duryodhana would have given you more credit for the victory. But Arjuna got to win the war of Dharmaraj. He considered himself responsible for his defeat. O Karan, no one's life is free from challenges. Not everything goes well in everyone's life. The problem is that everyone considers their own problem to be the biggest. We determine what is true and what is right by the voice of our soul. It doesn't matter how many times we are treated unfairly. It doesn't matter how many times we are insulted. It doesn't matter how many times our rights are violated. According to a folk tale, a village, two sages used to live together in a small cottage. Both go to different villages early in the morning to beg for alms. And then they return to the hut and then keep chanting the name of Hanuman throughout the day. Their life was going on by begging. In one day both of them went out to beg in different villages. In the evening, when both of them came back, they came to know that in the village a storm has come. When the saint first reached his hut, he saw that the hut was broken in half due to the storm. He got very angry and started cursing God. The saint thought that I chant God's name every day in the temple. In other village the houses of thieves and robbers are safe. And broke our hut we worship all day long. Do not care. How cruel is this God? He gives sorrow to devotees like us and happiness to others. After some time another saint also reached there and was very happy to see the broken hut too. And kept his head on the ground and started thanking God. The saint said, "O God, today I believe that you really love us. Our devotion and worship did not go in vain. You saved half of our hut even in such a fierce storm. I can rest easy. From today my faith has increased even more." This story teaches us that we should look at every situation with a positive attitude. Negative thoughts increase mental stress. And we can't even see good things and listen to another story to show the power of positive thinking. There lived a rich businessman in a city. One day he went on a business trip. He had to reach his destination by walking. But he was very tired while walking. So he sat down under a tree to rest. While resting he felt thirsty, but he did not bring water. He started thinking that I have some water so that I can quench my thirst. As soon as he thought this, a miracle happened and a pitcher full of water appeared in front of him. After that he quenched his thirst with water. After some time he felt hungry, but he had no food. He told himself how good it would be. If I get delicious food in a plate, my hunger will go away. Then again miracle happened to him, and a plate full of different dishes came in front, and he ate full stomach. And then fell asleep. He said to his mind that how would I sleep on this stony ground? I wish there was a soft bed. In the blink of an eye a comfortable bed appeared in front of him. Just lying on the bed he felt like this. Like he is in the square where all his wishes are being fulfilled one after the other. He was unaware that the tree under which the wow is not an ordinary tree but an imaginary tree which has the power to fulfill all wishes. While lying on the bed, a thought suddenly occurred to him. This forest will be full of many types of wild animals, which can come at any time. In such a situation, he will not even be able to protect himself. As soon as this thought came in his mind, suddenly the dreaded lion came there. He was completely frightened seeing the lion in front of him. Couldn't even escape. The lion attacked him and killed and ate him. Thus a negative thought took his life. That's why it is said that man is influenced by his thoughts. Positive thoughts always give positive results, so always think positive. Gautam Buddha has said that all the power of the universe is already ours. We are the ones who close our eyes and then weep how dark it is. And as far as happiness is concerned, it is not happiness, but it comes from our own actions.